Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Big Shark. How are we doing? So today we're going to be continuing yet again, with more Tanistropheus goodness. But first, I want to show you where we've got up to, because I've been working on this behind the scenes as much as I can. So this is where we're up to. So I'm going to open the frame here, put it at Phil's screen. I just need to make sure I'm coming through okay. It seems like it. And I believe the stream is public, because for some reason YouTube does this thing where when you click, well, it resets your settings. So when you live stream, it's like unlisted or public or private or something. It's really annoying. So hopefully now this is available for people to see. Because I had a bit of difficulty with that earlier. And I'm just going to open up some music to play in the background. And this time we're going to go for a bit of Christmas music, because it's December. Let's go Polar Express. Yeah. Hopefully that should work. Is it going to work? Yeah, there we go. Anyway, so this is where we got up to. So let's click play. You can see this one is there, and this one emerges, snaps at that one, and then starts to walk forward as well. So you can see this one's hidden over here, and then he opens his eyes, rises up, so I've got his neck rising up, and then he growls, snaps at that guy, just missing his head, and then he stands up and starts to come forward, and he's going to roar, like open his mouth a little bit, make like a little snort. So we're going to continue drawing him walking towards. We shouldn't take too long, I'm hoping, but that's where we're up to. So how are things going, Jack? Cast Big Shark. All good, man. Really good. I'm in a very festive mood, so been enjoying Christmas stuff. Been watching a lot of Christmas movies and doing lots of rapping and all that. Okay, so we're going to do a new layer, and now we're on to 244. Oh, I did actually want to open up these three. Not so much that one, but I just wanted to make the head on this guy a little bit smaller. Just thought the head looked a little bit too big when I was watching it back just then. So if I'll save that. And then we can go back onto editing the next frame for him. How are you, Big Shark? That's my question to you. How are you doing on this fine December day? Just been out for a walk with my friend Will and his other half, Kathy. We were walking through the park, just having a bit of a catch up. And Daphne, our daughter, had a sleep in her pushchair, a little nap. I picked up a bacon roll, and a coffee from a place. And then we walked back, and then I started streaming. It's been a nice wintry walk on a Sunday morning. Big Shark says, I'm alright, it's our 4th day of Hanukkah currently. Oh, nice. Well, happy Hanukkah. You have to remind me, Big Shark, how many days does Hanukkah go on for again? Am I pronouncing that right? Hanukkah? Hanukkah? Hanukkah. Eight days, so there you go. So you're halfway through. Okay, so now we've got that. Let's do the next one. I believe I had a... Oh, actually, all I need to do really... No, actually, no. I will redraw it. So let's get this done. Hello, Titan of Serpents. How are we doing? So the head I'm about to draw is like going to be used as the template for the rest of them now. For this guy. Nope. Titan of Serpents says, pretty good. Did you enjoy my Primal Irex? Yes, I did. That was a neat idea to try and do the Indominus Rex in the Primal style. Okay, that's good. Big Shark says, so Jack, are you excited for the future of Alien? Because I'm not. No. The thing is that... there's so many things wrong with Disney announcing that Alien TV series. It's like... For starters, a TV series, okay? So, alright, so something that's going to have multiple seasons that hopefully have multiple seasons, right? Or at least an ending. You run the risk of it getting cancelled, or all these different things that TV shows have to put up with. So you won't. There's a high chance of not getting the rest of the story, which is something we're already like a problem we're already having with the films, because they're not giving Ridley Scott his final story involving David. The fact that it's, you know, part of a streaming service, because like you've got this sort of fragmentation of films and TV across different streaming services. So it's like, where is it going to appear on streaming services? I don't know. It's like, where is it going to be? And like, will you have to subscribe to a certain like streaming service to even watch it? And then the fact that it's set on Earth is like, that's so crap. That's such a bad idea. So yeah, I'm not excited for it at all. I hate the idea of it. Okay, get this leg straight. Okay, so now let's add the colour. Oh, and firstly, I just need to add, for the colour layer, I just need to add the green so I can mark where that blue line is. There we go. So now we can add the colour. But yeah, I'm not fussed by this Alien TV show. I didn't watch any of this Disney stuff that like people were posting about like what they were announcing. As people know, like I'm not that big of a Star Wars fan, but like to see that wall of stuff that they've got coming for Star Wars just makes me feel a bit ill. Not that I have to be forced to watch it or anything like that. It's just like they could be any franchise. They could put any franchise up there and be like, look how much stuff we're making for this franchise, and here's the future, like the future roadmap of what we've got planned. And like I would feel a bit like, oh god. I miss the days of like not really knowing what's coming. That's the thing. It's like not knowing what's on the horizon and being surprised by something, like maybe a trailer comes out. Like for example, like 10 Cloverfield Lane. Like they released the trailer for that a month before the film came out, and obviously it had very, very loose connection to the movie with the giant monster or whatever. But like the fact that it came out made me super excited because I didn't know about it. Like it wasn't like they planned like 20 different Cloverfield films or stuff like that to be like, look what's coming in the future. Gives you a headache. Yeah, exactly. And it's like, and then there's also the like the thing is like, will they even deliver all of that? Because haven't they been saying that the Obi-Wan Kenobi standalone film or whatever it was, they said that they were making ages ago? It's like, are they still promising that? Like, how much stuff gets like sidelined when they release like a title for something? It's like you get people excited, and then if it never comes out, it's like, well, what was the point of even announcing it? But I'm kind of done with a lot of like media. Like I was saying in another chat group of mine on WhatsApp, I was saying how like, you know, the only two films I'm genuinely excited for are Godzilla vs. Kong and Jurassic World Dominion. That's it. Like out of all the movies that have come out and what they've advertised and stuff, from what I've seen, you know, I wouldn't mind checking out that Greenland film with Jared Butler about the asteroids or whatever, the asteroid coming to Earth. But it's not like a film I'm gagging to see or anything. But yeah, it's like I'm just not really excited about anything. Like the only TV show I'm into at the moment is Primal. Big Shark says, same with Boba Fett movie that's already been filmed but being a mini-series. Nah, it's like, who cares? Who cares about Boba Fett? Boba Fett was a really cool, like, set like side character, and he was made cool by that you didn't know much about him or whatever. But yeah, no, I'm just, I don't care. I'm just lost all interest in a lot of media. So like a lot of my friends are playing this cyberpunk game, and even then, like, I'm not really that much of a gamer either, so but it's like I don't know. There's this weird like sense of alienation to it all, but then I'm not too fussed by it. Like, I mean specifically the Cyberpunk game. I'm not too fussed that I'm not really into that, because it looks like fun if you got the time to play that kind of thing. I just don't, unfortunately. I've got a baby. I've got a baby to look after, and a series to make. I've got patrons that want me to make this series, and I want to deliver, because the story I'm telling is awesome. At least I think it's awesome. What have I done here? Oh god, what have I done? Ah, there we go. Thing is, I guess, like, if I'm honest, I think, like, right now I'm kind of at a point in my life where I've consumed so many movies and all this sort of stuff, and I kind of like, there's so many movies and stuff out there that I like to go through the backlog, like, of stuff, and watch older movies and see what they had to say. Because, you know, consuming all this new stuff that's coming out, like new TV shows and all this sort of stuff, it's like, just gets a bit overwhelming, and it's like losing more and more interest in me personally. Like, if I was younger and they were like, oh, you know, they've announced all these different films and TV shows and all this sort of stuff, I'd be like, whoa, like, that's so crazy, and like, I'm excited for all that. But as I've gotten older, I'm like, I don't really care. Hello, Jurassic Unicast. Is this James or Steve? I'm guessing it's Steve. Steve writes, alright, Jack. I don't know. Is that Steve or James? I'm gonna guess. 50-50 chance. I think it's Steve. Titan7 says, I've got 2 other Primal related pieces I could share with you sometime you'd like to see them. They're directly related to the show. One done a while ago, the other one is in the works. Nice, yeah, send them over. Like, if I don't reply, well, I tend to like... It's James. Hello, James. I got it wrong. 50-50 chance. It's because when I try and read the Jurassic Unicast text in your voices to try and see if it's like who sounds like what, but I guess I was wrong. So we're working on this guy here, walking forward. I'll show you who just turned up. I'll show you where we got up to last, well, not last time, but what I've been working on. So we're working on this one on the right. So this guy uncurls, and then you see this guy burst forward, and he snaps at that other one, and then he walks forward. So we're doing the rest of his walk towards the camera. I like his spindly noodle neck. So yeah, that's what we're working on. They're actually not dinosaurs, James. They're just reptiles. They're called Tanastropheus, and I'll show you what the so the skeleton is like this. You can see. Really long neck. I've added length to the tail. Like, the tail on my one is probably about as long as like this here. And so, yeah, and then the colour design is like to match their environment. Jurassic says, nice nod to the raptors going through the doorway. Yeah, it was an unintentional... Well, I guess it was like a subconscious one. Because I just thought like these guys would bicker like vultures over food kind of thing. But then obviously, like, you know, having the snap is very much like the raptors, especially with the one going... So it's like a nod to Jurassic there, I guess. Got the tail. I like them, weird looking animals. Good to see something so different. Yeah, I really like them because they look so primordial, and I wanted to give them this like look in their eye, like these cold like dead eyes. That's what I wanted to do. And obviously from the front they look a little bit like oh, what's those goblin characters from Noddy? That's what they remind me of. And obviously, as someone pointed out a few streams ago, like they're like snakes in the grass, and it's great. They're a great sort of embodiment of that metaphor. Watch out for snakes in the grass. Noddy. Yeah, I want to see if I can find like what are they called? Noddy villains. What were they called? These guys. Oh, that's the CGI version. I want the old one. Sly and Gobo, that's it. But you want the old one. Yeah, here you go. Copy. This face here kind of reminds me of... Oh. Why can't I copy that? Nope. There you go. Remind me of this guy here from Noddy. Is the mouth? Is this like upturned? Oh, the upside down mouth. Anyway, enough of that. So we have to do the water. That was you, Titan of Serpents. Yes, you mentioned that. Snakes in the grass. Big Shark says, any progress on my infant tier? I understand if you haven't worked on them yet. No, not yet, man. I've been super busy with Christmas and stuff. But I have got it scheduled to do. Don't worry, you will get it before Christmas. You will get it before Christmas, don't you worry. Oh, what's going on here? Okay, so that's that one. Copy the head on this guy because this is what cuts half the time down. Big Shark says, I was more of a Bob the Builder and Thomas the Tank fan than Noddy. Yeah, I was definitely a Thomas the Tank fan when I was a kid. The old one with Ringo Starr doing the narration. That was my jam when I was a kid. I was too old for Bob the Builder. Jurassic Unicast. Jack, got a run, dude. I'll scan through it when I look after the quality so far. Can't wait for this next episode. Yeah, me too. It's going to be a while as yet still. But just want his head to turn a little bit. But we'll get there in the end. Time of Service says, I checked out that brute force movie with the Ceratosaurus. Yeah, that film's great. Like, as like a silent film, and the first film to use like a giant animatronic dinosaur. I say animatronic, it wasn't animatronic, but like and have Ceratosaurus. I think, was that the first live action dinosaur movie? But like the Ceratosaurus, that's it's cool to see. Yeah, the Ceratosaurus didn't get much screen time in Brute Force like the one in Jurassic Park 3, yeah. That is true. So we're going to have the tail start to appear on this side. Here's something I was thinking of doing. So I was like looking through my channel the other day, and it occurred to me like how kind of messy the channel looks with all these like live streams, and being a bit of a stickler for a nice looking channel. I was thinking of putting all of the Dino-Defenders live streams, or almost all of them, as unlisted, and then make it so you can still watch them all in the playlist. Would that be something that you guys would be up for me doing, or would you prefer me to just keep them all public? Because I was looking and I was like, you know what, it looks kind of I don't know, there's always like long streams. I don't know if it's just me being sort of like my OCD kicking in or whatever. I don't have OCD, but like Big Chuck says, I say keep him as it is. Okay, because I was like looking at it and I was like, there's loads of these like streams just, and the reason I brought this up was because the other videos that people like the Jurassic Misconceptions one and all that sort of stuff, they seem to get, if you go on my channel, they seem to get lost in this shuffle of all these live streams. But no, I guess I'll leave them. That'll save me a job, won't it? Okay, so now we can make that like that. Perfect. Hello, David. So now we're going to do the blue, and then we'll get on to doing the water and the claws. Because the head is going to be like basically a copy and paste from each layer before, shouldn't take too long to do this. And then an idea for another Tanastropheus I have for this frame is to have one closer to the camera who's still in sort of like the hiding position, and then have its coloration be a bit different, like some of the orange on its head is bled over onto its neck. Oh, what's going on? Does my computer need an update or something? No. Why is it doing that? What's going on with Photoshop? Why is it now paused? Strange. Photoshop's acting a bit funny today. Favourite magazine, asks David. I don't have one. I don't read magazines. That's so weird. Why is it doing that? It's like something keeps interrupting Photoshop. Strange. Okay, so we've got that one as well. Photoshop behave, says Tone of Serpents. Yeah. Well, I don't think Photoshop needs an update. Big Shark says, Jack, will you ever replay Alien Resurrection on a live stream? Maybe one day in the future when I've moved house and, you know, all that jazz. I'll probably go back to it just for a laugh. Oh, okay, let me... Okay. I've just pulled up the images of your next infant tier, Big Shark. There was something I was going to mention about this as well, Big Shark, about the infant tier. I think going forward in the future, I'll only accept doing infant tier images if the payment comes through on Patreon, not YouTube, because obviously that's why I set up the Patreon. But obviously I understand if it'd have to be a one-off thing like you do on YouTube. if that makes sense. Rocker says, oh, okay, hello. Do you think there should be a sequel to Land of the Lost, asks David. No. Rocker says, tell me, what is that long-necked freak? It's a Tanastropheus. David asks, favourite place to eat spaghetti? At home. It's a very specific question. I like Samurai Jack. That's my opinion on that. David? No, that's too big. Perfect. Alright, so now let's just add the colour again. I don't know how many more of these I'm going to need, but I'm only going to do a few because I think there's a way in the episode of me reorganising it so it will look better. No, David, I haven't seen The Dinosaur King. Okay, why are you doing this again, Photoshop? What's going on? Why have you paused? Oh no, you didn't pause, I'm just on the wrong layer. Oh my god. Dingus! Dingus! A layer. New. To do that again. For the colour. This time it's a little bit green. Big Shuck says, Jack, what are your thoughts on Dino Crisis? I don't really like it. I don't like the tank controls for the human, and I know that's like from the makers of Resident Evil, and that's how they. I just don't like that gameplay style. It bugs me, and I don't know. I don't really particularly care for it. Just a Jurassic Park rip-off. That's what it is. And then Jurassic Park ripped off it with Jurassic Park 3. I've only played a bit of the first one. I've not ventured into any of the sequels or anything. It's doing that thing again. Why? It's like when I start doing too many lines, it starts to lag. I'm not sure why. What are your thoughts on Dunkirk? It was an amazing feat of human endurance in the face of such catastrophic events. My great-granddad was on one of the boats, I believe, that went to go save people. Went to go rescue them from the beaches. It's just crazy to think, like, imagine doing that today. Like, imagine there was something where ordinary civilians had to step, or had the moment where they wanted to step up to help rescue, you know, soldiers from basically enemy territory, and do it in no warships, nothing like that, just little tiny tugboats, and go and rescue them. It's just insane. And I do like to think that people nowadays have the capacity to do that sort of thing again. If something like that was to call them to arms. So what I need to do with this is bring his head down a little bit more. But the thing is, though, like, there has to be a... I feel like this is my own, I don't know, would I say gut feeling? But, like, I get the sense that there's a lot of people, younger generations, who... I don't know, do they get that sense of pride in their country? That, like, that they are grateful for where they're born, especially in a country like the UK, you know, where they have all these freedoms. And it's like, I get this sense that there's people out there who would doubt that people would do something like what they did at Dunkirk to rescue people. But I think they would. I think if the cause was that desperate, like the equivalent of Dunkirk, then yeah, I think people would step up. So I need to get his neck to match the height of this. Oop. Wrong one. So it should be there. Yeah, I get this feeling that there's people out there who believe that the younger generations are incapable of protecting the land that they will so often dismiss. But I think when push comes to shove, that they would understand. Okay, so now cut this head out again. No, wrong layer. Nah, don't apply. $247. Trying to get it so it's like cocking its head like. Arr. Don't know how this is going to look, but we'll see. See how it turns out. Big Shark says our world has changed a lot. The Monster of Monsters, hello, says an example of the world changing is when someone's saying cheese is apparently enough to become a meme. What? You've got me lost there, Monster of Monsters. Cheese is enough to become a meme. What? Right, so now this foot is going to be coming down. I think he's talking about the generation's humour. Oh, right, I see. If you YouTube James May cheese meme, you'll find it. Okay. Well, then, no, because then it doesn't just mean cheese, right? You need James May or whatever's going on in that specific video. Oh my god, Photoshop, what are you doing? Don't do it now. I need you to work properly, please. I think Big Shark, what I'm going to do is because I really do want to do your picture, I'm thinking in the last 30 minutes of this stream, if it's okay with you, I'll start work on your Intrepidus picture. Is that okay? I've clicked save. Don't worry, I've saved it. Sure, that'd be cool. Give them a 30-minute sneak peek. Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll do that. Opinion on Jurassic City. Haven't seen it. Monster Mindset says, "Oh, so you like Jurassic Park? Name every dinosaur." This is a joke. You don't have to. Let's see if I can name every single dinosaur, shall I? What are we talking? Movies only, or the entire Bloomin' franchise? Because I'm not going to be able to do the entire franchise because of Bloomin'. Jurassic World Evolution's got species in there that I have no idea, and I haven't really played it. But if we're talking movie, like what we see on screen in the movies, then that's a good challenge. Movies, because that's possible. Okay, so we've got. And are we talking maps, or are we literally talking what dinosaurs we see on screen? Okay, well, I'll go through it, but I'm not going to do ones from maps because, you know, we could be here forever. So you've got... Oh, wait. What ones you see would probably be pain to pick out all the different ones on maps or whatever. Okay, so we've got T-Rex, Velociraptor, Brachiosaurus, Parasaurolophus, Dilophosaurus, Triceratops, Gallimimus, Pteranodon, Mamenchiasaurus, Corymphosaurus, Pachycephalosaurus, Stegosaurus, Compsognathus, Edmontosaurus skull. I'm gonna kick it from the T-Rex nest. Edmontosaurus skull, Apatosaurus, Ankylosaurus, Ceratosaurus, Spinosaurus, Stygimoloch, Carnotaurus, Baryonyx, Sinoceratops, Indominus Rex, Endoraptor, I think if I've forgotten any. Pachycephalosaurus, I think I've said that. Missing one more. No, I said Velociraptor. It's a corpse in Fallen Kingdom. Oh, that one beginning with T. I can't even pronounce its name. I said Stegosaurus. I think that's it. I can't think. Oh, Dimorphodon. Let's not forget Dimorphodon. Mosasaurus, even though they're not dinosaurs. Maybe that's it now. Yeah, reveal the one. Oh, I did say Corymphosaurus. No, I said Corymphosaurus when I was listening through. I did say it. It's on the stream. You'll be able to watch back and see me say it. Okay. Allosaurus. That's the one I was forgetting. Allosaurus. I knew, and Nasutoceratops, if we count Battle at Big Rock. There you go. That was the one I was struggling with. I was like, what one am I forgetting? Yes, David, I have seen Killer Clowns from Outer Space. It's a silly movie, but I've seen it like 3 or 4 times. Yeah, I said Compsognathus, Big Shark. Yeah, we got that. I know my stuff. I know my stuff. I said Compsognathus, yeah. So here's the real challenge. Here's the maps, because you've got Stegosaurus, Metriacanthosaurus, and then you've got Microceratus, Plesiosaurus. Well, it's not really on the map of Jurassic World, but like on the website or whatever. You got all sorts on there. Right, okay, so see, I think I got this one here. I just need to draw Suchomimus, Teratophonius. Is that what that's called? Okay, the corpse in Fallen Kingdom. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't know that one. Okay, so now let's copy that. So 248 now. Let's have a sip of drink. MT, how are you doing? Long time no see. Says, hey, on the subject of Jurassic clones, how much do I have to pay you to make the Tylosaur canon? Nothing. Because it can be canon if you want it to be canon. Well, I mean, you have to pay me like £200. And then I can tell you that it costs nothing to make it canon. Because guess what? They omitted it from the Jurassic list in the canon of Jurassic Park the game. So it doesn't need to appear on any InGen list because they removed it from InGen's list. That's why that wasn't on the one. Same for the Trudon. Because what do they say? Let me have a look at this. Jurassic Park the game Tylosaurus page. So it's Dr. Sorkin's book, a booklet that came with it, right? And Sorkin's journal, is that what it's called? Yeah, here you go. Sorkin's journal. Oh, great. So the one I need is like really small. Is there any way of getting it bigger? Okay, copy image. Here we go. Look. So this is Sorkin's journal page. And it says... Finally found what John was in store for his marine exhibit and most of this Phase B attraction, so it's not on the list. There you go, look, not on the list. So there you go. Now give me my £200. MT said, true, I've just headcanon that InGen cut it after the aftermath and covered it up as they wrote about the other dinosaurs on the 1997 Lost World site. Opens PayPal. Good man. How are you anyway, MT Motorsport? I haven't seen you around here in a while. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to 250 and then I'm going to stop animating this guy, and tweak the edit a bit, and you'll see what I'm going to do next. Big Shark says, so why was that guy mad because Site B populated of Corymphosaurus was BS? Wait, what? Big Shark says, so why was that guy mad because the Site B population of Corymphosaurus was BS? No, if I remember correctly, the argument, whoever it was, said that because there was the Corymphosaurus on the InGen list that was seen in the Lost World, that means that they were active on Sauna in 1997, and so they couldn't have cloned them for the first time in 1999 or whatever we wrote on the website. But my argument was that they would obviously, in order to know they had Corymphosaurus DNA to begin with, they had to have cloned some. But when they did the inventory of active dinosaurs in 1993 on Sauna, there was no active. They couldn't find any active ones on Sauna in 1993. Like, there was no evidence of them being alive. So whatever ones they bred, they either killed off, or they, bred them early on and then terminated themselves. There's many different answers for why that might be the case. So, and then the reality of the situation, like the behind the scenes stuff, is that I didn't realise that you could see a tiny little Corymphosaurus picture on the InGen list, a blurry little picture of it in the list when I was coming up with the list. So I just thought, well, you know what? There's the way my logic was that you can see Corymphosaurus everywhere on Site B. There's like loads of them in that one scene in Jurassic Park 3, and I just thought it'd be kind of interesting that they breed really fast, and the idea that like InGen was doing further testing, and that just happened to be one of the dinosaurs they cloned, and their population numbers grew rapidly. I just like the idea of that. But obviously this other person, whoever it was, I can't remember now, they didn't like it. MT says, yeah, sorry, been a busy year. I've seen you have been painting, but things get in the way. I can't complain. Lots of things going on, but mostly good stuff. Nice. How about yourself? Oh, good. Become a father. And enjoying painting Dino-Defenders. That's basically everything summed up. The birth went alright. Yeah, it's all good. All good, yeah. Had a natural birth. Baby's super healthy. We're all good. Mum's all good. It's brilliant. Best thing that's ever happened to me. You can see this Tanastropheus is a bit bigger than the other one. So now we're going to... Also, did you remember to keep eye contact with the kid and point to yourself in an Alan Grant style? No, no, if I'm honest. They are alive when they start to eat you. 249. Titan of Serpent says, besides the Tanistropheus, do any of the other animals have a purpose for their coloration? Like, are there any of their colours inspired by real-life animals? Like the Megaraptor's coloration somewhat reminds me of certain lizards. Maybe. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Good morning, Gary. Depends. I'm debating on the coloration of a certain dinosaur that will appear, and I'm just trying to work out whether it would have some sort of purpose, but I don't know if it might have more of a purpose in the natural world rather than one that's been genetically engineered onto it like these guys. Big Shark says, so is the stream on the 27th still pending? Yeah, mainly because of work. Because obviously we haven't got our rota back from work about what's happening after Christmas. And so what day is that? That's what I want to know. Oh, it's a Sunday, obviously, but yeah, we'd have to see. But I would like to do it. It would be good. But it's mainly because of Christmas and family and stuff. So it's like if we're seeing family and whatnot. Gary says that's my birthday. Well, if I do stream, we'll have a little birthday celebration for you. Won't we? Have to sing happy birthday. Titan of Serpent says, but for the most part, it's definitely Chaos Effect inspired with all these crazy colours. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, 100%. There's crazier colours to come. And that's one of the things I'm like anticipating in terms of animation is some of the crazy colours on the dinosaurs in the future, because it's like I've got to keep the colours consistent with each frame that I animate, so it's going to be interesting. I saw the first Harold and Kumar movie, David, back when I was a teenager. Big Shark says, you mean the other two, right? Or is there an extra one we don't know of? Well, there's the two Megalosauruses, which have crazy coloration. Or one of them. Well, no, maybe both of them will have crazy colorations, but they each have a different crazy coloration. So that's going to be really interesting to edit when I come to it. And then there's the mystery dinosaur, and there's the other one, the DR10 or whatever it is. They've all got interesting colorations, essentially. Favorite cousin of the Stegosaurus, asked Gary. Well, I'm going to have to say Kentrosaurus. It's in my series. I just like those shoulder spikes. They look really cool. Cool. Looks really cool. Lane says Kentrosaurus. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's the one. I just like the idea that it's like back plates turn into like massive spikes as well. Okay, almost done with this guy, and then we're gonna do something interesting. We're gonna mix up the what we're doing. Come on, Photoshop, catch up. No, I'm not even doing anything. It's still drawing. Why are you like this, Photoshop? Hey, what's going on with you today? Okay, put that up there. And then basically what I want to do is copy this guy's head again. Big Shark says, I have a question. Is E.T. serpentium porta? Important. Is E.T. serpentium porta? What does that mean? Serpentium porta. Is that Latin? It is, right? The seven hills of Rome. The septimonium. Oh wait, no, I've spelt that wrong. I wrote something completely different. Wait, sir, you put an R. Pen. Serpentium porta. Oh, you found it in Turner's office. You're on the right track. Yeah, no, you're on the right track, Big Shark. But it's not it's not exactly right. ET was throwing me off. What did I write ET? Oh, right, I see why. Okay. Why? Yeah, okay. You've got me remembering what I wrote like ages ago. Okay. You're on the right track, Titan. Not Titan, Big Shark. MT says, since I am a nostalgic hipster, I watched Jurassic Park and The Lost World on VHS back to back. In one of the last scenes in Jurassic Park, does Hammond give the island a long-lasting glass with tears in his eyes? I believe that is the start of the naturalistic arc he has seen in The Lost World. But what do you feel about Hammond never returned to Nublar, as far as we know, or the destruction of the park and the Lost World merchandise? I think Hammond let go of the idea of his park, and he wanted to protect the dinosaurs, to look after them by any means possible. Like he didn't mind lying to people or going behind their backs. Or we've had this whole conversation on stream before. I think his intentions were good. It's just, you know, as they say, the road to hell is paved with good intentions, kind of thing. But I think, you know, when when Alan Grant says to Hammond, you know, Mr. Hammond, I've decided not to endorse your park. He says, so have I. I don't think that rules out the fact of like someone else's park. So like with Masrani, he gives Masrani the idea of the park in his head. You know, when he's like, if you're not going to take into account the in-universe canon idea that he told Masrani that he wanted him to look after the dinosaurs and keep he wanted to make sure that Masrani kept the dinosaurs peaceful or whatever, like made sure they were at peace, and then Masrani took that idea and went, well, I'll look after them firsthand in a theme park. You can always look at it as like Hammond, you know, he didn't endorse his own park, but he was willing to endorse someone else's idea for how to do it, learning from his mistakes or whatever. I wouldn't put it past Hammond to do that, especially on his deathbed, because, you know, he wanted his dream to live, you know. Anyway. So Big Shark, have you looked up serpentium porta? Gives me some mythological creature of a reptile. But have you? Here's another clue. Have you looked up those two? Have you looked up those two words separately? Like, have you looked up what the meaning of the word porta means? Or can mean, should I say? That's a probably better way of phrasing it. Okay, so let's now get this guy finished. And what we're actually going to do is go backwards, and we're going to add more frames to the first Tanistropheus that I did, but at the beginning where he's like in the reeds. Because what I want to do is shift everything along. I want him to be hiding in the reeds a little bit longer. Big Shack says, gives me a book on old science and medicine if you type in the whole name. Yeah, but if look up them separately. What does the word porter mean? Like, what are the meanings of the word porter? God, you've made me remember something that I wrote ages ago, and I was a bit confused at the beginning. I was like, what the heck is he on about? Oh yeah. The drawing board is pure ASMR. Wait, do you mean my drawing pad, MT? Yeah, the drawing pad. Oh, that should be... Gary says, Tanistropheus doesn't want to walk all day, he wants to swim. Can't just suppress 210 million years of underwater aerobatics. Acrobatics. Sorry, there we go. That's me, my silly saying. Acrobatics. Okay, so now let's see, how does that look? So now we're just going to open up all those. We're going to save all these separately. Big Shot says, donating something that is movable or portable, often used as a part of propriety name. Now see, there's another meaning. There's another meaning to porter. But yeah, that still works in the terms of movable or portable. But that's not the meaning that I had there. Holder? Nope. Also means to combined, right? It says Titan of Serpents. Maybe, but that's not the meaning I used it for. Or what I found. Let's just say I'm using the yeah, I'm using the medical version. Also, the Latin as well. Big Shark says gateway. Yes. Big Chuck says reptile gateway. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Reptile gateway. You got it. That's it. I'm trying to remember what the ET stood for. But I don't know if I want to reveal what the ET stood for if I remember it, because I remember that being like a link to like what exactly it is. So we want 248. $249. Keep the secrets, make us look it up, says Lane. Yeah, you know, I'm not saying anything else. You've got it. You worked out the meaning of serpentium porta. Serpentium. I can't even pronounce it, but yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, file, save as 250. Now, what I'm going to do is do I really want to do that? No, I won't do that on stream. But what I do want to do is open up number 1 and And oh god, do we don't have that here anymore, do we? No. I wonder if actually that's an idea. That's a good idea. If I copy that and paste it into here. There we go. Titan of Serp says the Petri dish is a gateway to the age of reptiles. Big Shark says, or a new location. Tyler, hello, says, this was something I should have asked, but have you ever been to Dino-Star, that mini museum that has some of the puppets animatronics from Walking with Dinosaurs? No, I haven't. Katie says, I don't need a gateway to reptiles. I have a lovely python right here staring at me. Nice. Nice. So now what I want to do with this guy is if I... just want to close his eye a little bit more. And then what I want to do is bring the tail round further, like... oh god, that's too far. Okay, and then what we're going to do is save that. Actually, we don't even need the grass on the thing. T0. Don't think I've got a T0 already. So then close his eye a little bit more. And then we're actually going to, I'm going to warp this bit of the tail actually. Edit, let's warp this tail down like this. Save that as T00. And we're going to fully close to his eye. Oh, bless me. It's the Rona. It's not. It's not. Don't fear me, I'm not a zombie. David says, thoughts on Eisenborg? I have no idea what that is. Then we want to warp again. Okay, so we're going to save this. As 000. And then what I want to do is just warp that a little bit more and save it as 000. 4 zeros. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to move over to the edit, which I'm now loading up. We're going to move over to the edit. Loading all that. I'm going to open this can of energy drink. So what we want to do first is add in the rest of the files: 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. I think the last one we got up to was 43 on this guy. Am I right? Yes. So we want 2, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. And we will place them 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Place those down here, even though they're going to jump to the top for some reason in this computer program. And we're going to make them small or smaller. Okay, so now we're gonna try and match them to... Oh, look at that, there's a gap in the thing. I didn't notice it, so let's make it big. Oh, no, not that big. Close gap in track. There we go. Of course, being a bit laggy. So we're going to do that, but then what we're going to do is grab that and we're going to move all the way to the end, and we're going to grab those as well. Then I'm actually going to drag those to the end because I want that to finish up there, and then all I have to do is move that down there, move that down there. And now as for the other one, the first one, let's add in the 4 new ones. And so we want 1. So it's going to have to go backwards. So what we got? So that one. Oh god, no, don't do that. So that one, then this one, then this one, and then that one. And then we want to bring those down, and we're actually going to put those... Hopefully this will work. So we want to put those right at the beginning of this section here. Hey, look at that, it worked. It pushed everything to the end there. And then we want to edit, select everything in the edit. Oh no, actually. Close gap in track. There you go. Close gap in track. Close gap in track. Close gap in track. Close gap in track. That's what we're going to be doing. All the way down to the bottom. Okay, and then where we're at to this one, Because basically, because I've moved the whole thing, when this guy wakes up, see, they're all out of time now, so what I need to do is bring this further back. So I want this one, this one, and this one to be smaller. Maybe not that small. It's all about timing. So we're going to make that those bigger again. And then we'll make them... Well, actually, those ones can be small. It's this one here that needs to be bigger. So then when it goes along... See that? Maybe that needs to be a little bit shorter. Maybe a little bit shorter. Gary says Kyle's going to bring back Jess and Mia, and the Megaraptor will fall to its knees. Big Shark says, are the feet going to have sound effects like little water sounds? Probably not, because that's gonna, like, the amount of feet moving is probably going to take ages to do that. Well, no, and it would also be like a monstrous amount of noise. That's pretty cool. See, now we've got extra of this guy walking. So what I really want to do is move into these ones. And this one, 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 this one. Oh. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Oh my god, come on. I want to make these shorter because I want it to like speed up, like it's trying to run away from the other one a little bit. But we'll see how it looks. Okay, here we go. Nice. Everett Salmons has just joined. Hello, Everett. Let's have a look. Maybe if I also make these ones a bit smaller. So I'm just trying to fit some more of the animation in. That one can be a bit smaller as well. So let's see how this looks. Oh, that's looking good. Reminds me of Don Bluth, says MT. Good. That's what I like to hear. Favourite noodles, says David. Tanastropheus noodles. Dinosaur says, your baby in the background making noises sounds like a raptor screeching for a second. Yeah. She does screech like a raptor. might make some of this the second Tanistropheus a little bit quicker from here. So from here to here. And then this guy. Oh, too short. I'm just trying to get this group of them to seem like they're moving in faster. There's just a lot of tweaking. Oh god. Did that work? Okay, let's try this. No, you see, he's too fast now. Maybe I just need to add just a tiny fraction. There we go. Just making certain frames shorter. There's a way of doing this. It's all playing around. But hey, guess what? If I have to sacrifice this lot, then maybe I will. Maybe I will delete those. And then that guy could be like that. That can go like there. I can go there. Bear in mind, I haven't added the reflection for this other guy yet, which is going to be a pain to do. But I won't do that on today's stream because that'd be a bit too boring. So let's just see what it looks like now. Oh wait, it's still rendering. Oh, okay, the background still goes on. Why does the background still go on for a split second? What happens? Oh no, wait, it's not the background, it's these guys. It's the foreground. Why are they like that? Oh, it's because, yeah, it is the background. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, there you go, that's looking good. Something I do want to change, though, is the thickness of the neck of the Tanistropheus that's closest. So let's save that, because that's looking good. And then close it and move back to Photoshop, because what I want to do is open up the last few this guy. See, this neck here looks too thick. So the first one's okay. Second one might just tweak the thickness of his neck a little bit. And then if I just grab the colour of the lines, I can add the lines back on. Are we going to work on the runt Tanistropheus today, asked Titan of Serpents? No, there's one in the foreground I want to get to today, which shouldn't take too long to do. And then we'll do a bit of Big Shark's picture. Right, you should go up like that. Never Not So Clever at This says, good morning everyone. Hello dude. Okay, so we're going to save that. You know, it might even be just quicker to grab that and just make it thinner. I can hear that my wife is washing up, and our daughter will be in the little bouncy chair watching her, and she's making all different types of raptor squeals. Bless her. Bless her little cottons. Okay, that's like 246. How thick was the neck on this one? Yeah, okay, that works. So perhaps maybe instead of maybe that should put it like that. Now what I'm actually going to do is grab the neck here and just change the perspective. So if I get the perspective and then just do that, that thins it out and keeps the perspective. David says, have you got any good Christmas plans? Eating a lot. That's what I plan to do. Eat a lot of food. Enjoy my daughter's first Christmas, and make up for not seeing as many family members as we would like to on Christmas Day. Thanks, government, for your stupid arbitrary lockdown plans for Christmas. And just enjoy some Christmas movies and just spending time with the family, I guess. Save that. Oh, actually, open 48. You can see the difference in neck now. So I go to 49. The thick neck. It's got too much of a thick neck. Favorite zombie movie, Jack? What's my favorite zombie movie? You know what, I'm going to be honest. I don't know if I have one. To thicken the lines up a little bit around here. I know this wasn't like exactly what I wanted to do, but when you come to like adding the animation cells into the edit, you see things that you're like, okay, I need to tweak that. Oh my god, come on. Follow the line, Jack. Just no. Nope. Oh, there we go. Right, now this way. Okay, file, save. So that... Yep, that works. File, save. And then 50. You got the old thick neck again. Yeah, what is up with that? Why did I do that? That makes no sense. David says, I'm not sure if you've answered this question. Have you seen the TV show Lost? Yes, my wife and I watched Lost during the first lockdown at the beginning of the year. And that was the first time I'd watched it since it came out on TV. But when it came out on TV, I didn't watch the whole thing. I only watched like episodes 1, maybe episode 2. And then I was like, oh, I'm not really into this at the time. And then we watched it back and it was okay. Like, I think it might be a bit overhyped. Like, it wasn't a complicated story. I've heard people say that Lost doesn't make sense, but it's like, it makes sense. They pretty much answer everything at the end. The only problem is, I found, was like, the writing was really stupid. Like, something strange would happen that any normal person would be going to the group going, I've just seen this crazy, terrible thing, or like this really strange, spooky thing. But there was this repeated motif that this show did, because obviously they were trying to just keep people asking questions or whatever, where like a character would see something happen, and then, you know, a character would come up to him and go, what is it? And they'd like look off into the distance with their eyes squinted and be like, nothing. And it's like, no, it wasn't nothing. You know, it was not nothing. You just saw like a ghost or something, like some sort of creepy thing, and you're just going to tell them it was nothing? Like, that kept happening over and over again. I was like, oh, the writing in this show is rubbish. And yeah, so I thought it was just a bit overhyped and a bit rubbish, but there was some cool stuff in it. Okay, so we've got that done. Just going to open the edit again and just make sure it's okay. But while I would do that, let's get rid of this guy. Let's open up the Tanistropheus file and grab, we want the head. Yeah, we'll take that one. Don't know why it's all the way down there, but we will put it here. Oh, we don't want it there. What happened there? Wrong button, Jack. And we'll have this guy. Oh, you see the light is actually coming the other way. Lighter green stripes. Can you do those, Gary 5 Feet says? Yes, I will. I'll do some lighter green stripes on this guy. I just want to tweak some things on him. So for starters, I want that lime green colour to be gone. Actually, we'll do it again with this. So what we want is to MT says, I like the touch of the lizard looking like the straws in the background. He's finally cottoned on. He's cottoned on. 5. And now let's use this green. Whoa! Hello, Derek. How are we doing? Never Not So Clever This asks, what's the target amount of tannies, generally speaking? There's 15 in the series. Whether you'll see all 15, I don't know, because I like to think, because you see that one running away from the falling tower in episode 3 very briefly, which Big Shark discovered after fighting tooth and nail to find it for ages and listening to clues from myself. But that one's probably dead, so there's probably 14 now. No one else is clever. This is, what's the animal sound profile you've got in mind for the tanny? I would presume it's hiss or snort. I will cross that bridge when I get to it. Obviously there will be like sort of hissing and weirdness or snake-like sounds. Oh, I've just drawn those teeth on that bloomin' colours layer. So we've got this guy here. We're going to filter or... Right, we're going to call this one T31. And now we're going to get rid of all the other ones. layer new. Actually, T31. Yeah. T32. There's not going to be many of this guy because he's going to basically turn super quick. Okay, so let's move that into that realm. And bear in mind, I'm going to blur this guy, so I'm going to add all this detail on, and then this guy is basically going to be blurred. And the lighting, I've got to make sure the lighting on this guy is alright. Thoughts on the Twilight Zone, asks David. I love the Twilight Zone. I've got the series 1 of the original series on DVD. And I want to get season 2 and work my way through that. Eventually I will. Okay, so I'm going to stop in a second so I can work on Big Shark's picture. We are coming up to the half 2 portion, and I did say that I wanted to work on that, so I'll literally stop what I'm doing and start work on that. So yeah, like I said, because this guy's going to be blurred, I'm not too worried about like it looking a bit odd. You just want to add a nostril. Do I still have the teeth? Oh my god, I do. I have the teeth copied. Isn't that swell? Isn't that just perfect? Because then I can literally just copy. And then we have you see his neck gets too thick. David asks favourite taco. There was one taco called Gregory that I ate in 2010. Gregory was a good taco. He will be remembered. Okay, so I'm just going to do the green lines, and there's 3 at the top. 1, 2, 3, and then 1 whereabouts? Down here. Have you read Dragon Teeth? Asked Typing of Serpents. I thought it was pretty good. I did, but I don't think I ever finished it. I think I got like up to the last chapter and then I stopped because I was reading it on a plane or something. And I never got around to finishing it. And it kind of made me depressed because it was sort of like I could feel how it was like unfinished. And I don't know, it felt a bit wrong to be reading an unfinished work by a dead author. I liked it for the most part, but it didn't well, for obvious reasons, it didn't feel complete. So I wasn't overly satisfied with it. But I mean, yeah, I kind of wish I kind of wish they didn't release it, you know. It was one of those things where I thought it's better left to the imagination. Like, oh, what books did Michael Crichton not release, kind of thing. Right, so now I want to match as best I can, match this to that. Okay, so I'll just do the lighting. Okay, that'll do for now. Let me click save and then let's open up a new file. And we want it to be a certain size. What was my Dino-Defenders Extreme Patreon? Aha, here it is. So what was the infant tier? What was the size? 1,200 by 750. Never Not So Clever. This says, Jack, have you been tasked with writing a made-for-TV Christmas movie? What tropes would you lean on to make a marketable product? Oh, you have been tasked with writing a made-for-TV Christmas movie. What tropes do you lean on to make it a marketable product? I have no idea. I don't know. Snow. Make it wholesome. Show Santa's grotto. I have an idea for a Christmas story, but I don't want to like talk about it because I might write it with my wife. So we are. Let's see. I love that Big Shark has given me a dinosaur to draw that is like they've only found some leg bones and some teeth, and then they've managed to make this entire species out of it. It's called the Intrepidus. Gary Fife says, new scene, Jack. No, I'm going to be working on Big Shark's commission piece that I keep forgetting. Or keep putting off due to things happening at home. I figured, why not start it here? Petri says, who remember that video from 9 years ago with the Jurassic Park collection? Yeah. We got an old school person who follows my work from my other channel in the chat. That is what I like to see. Welcome. Because these guys are quite small, I want to give it like a really And I've got to remember there's going to be 2 of them in the scene, right, Big Shark? And I want to give it really spindly long legs. I was trying to get it so it's like it's pinned. Like it's pinned another one like this. And we could have, you know, this one's leg like that kind of thing. I like your snake movie, says David. Yeah, that was fun. That was when I had my old stop motion camera, the Lego movie thing. I don't think you should see. Maybe. Trying to think if you should see the other two. No, it looks a bit weird. Okay, so I might just tilt the body a little bit more. Camille says, happy to be catching a stream. Love your videos. Thank you very much. That's most kind of you to say. Sorry I wasn't being very talkative. I'm just trying to concentrate on what these guys will look like. Yeah, maybe like this. You know what, I don't like this foot. So what we want to do... I want to have its foot like splayed out. Yeah, like that. That looks kind of cool. Now, Big Shark, what colour do you want these to be? Surprise me. Okay. Okay. So I know what colour I'm going to do. Purple dinosaurs. Yeah, no, I'm not doing it like Barney. They're not going to be just purple. There's other colours in here, but I'm using purple as a base. This makes me think of Charles R. Knight's Leaping Leopards painting in a way. That's nice to hear. I'll go around the edges and sort it all out later. Big Shark, do you mind if I open up the other image I made for you on here? Just for reference to something? Or do you want to keep that image to yourself? Because obviously I painted that for you. Keep it a secret. Okay. Yeah, I figured that you might. I can open it up in my spare time. I just want to know if I did a certain detail in the other picture that I should include in this one. Lord, if you want my Instagram, just go to my YouTube channel, and in the top banner you'll see a link to it. It's like a little icon in the top right hand corner. And I'd say if you go on my Instagram, have a flick through some of the older posts. I haven't posted that much on Instagram in the grand scheme of things. Like, I am posting frequently, but you can pretty much scroll to the beginnings of my Instagram page pretty quickly, and there might be some interesting posts there for you to see. Okay, now for the heads, we're going to do... Time of Service says, yeah, looking through your Instagram made me realise how many images of Clayton's channel are actually from you. Awesome work, like with the Rex and the river raft scene. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, that Rex river raft was something I thought, like, wouldn't it be cool to see, like, behind the visitor centre? You know, you see that. I'll post on my Instagram later today. I'll post a little cropped snippet of the Tanistropheus animation that I've been working on, so you guys can see what it looks like. Looped just a little bit, just to tease everyone else. I think I'll post that on my Instagram later today. Now we've got that second Tanistropheus in there. It'd be kind of cool to show it snapping at the other one. Favourite burrito, asks David. There was one called Charles in 2003 that I ate. That was my favourite burrito. Rest in peace, Charles. I've just realised that one of these little scampers is missing an arm. need to do for the arm. Oh no, I didn't miss an arm, did I? I just drew it facing the other way, but maybe I'll just draw it like that so that you can see it. Do this up down the body. Okay, change the color of this guy. Okay, I should probably stop here because we've gone over time. But yeah, that's all the teas I will post of Big Shark's post on here. And Big Shark, I will finish this as soon as possible and send it over to you. But you guys won't see the finished product unless Big Shark wants to post it publicly. But yeah, anyway guys, thank you so much for coming to today's stream and watching me work on the old Tanner Strophius. I will be again live streaming, I guess, next Sunday. And yeah, at the same time, 12 o'clock UK time till 3 o'clock. And I really hope you guys have enjoyed today's stream. It's been a bit more of a relaxing one, and maybe next Sunday I'll be working on something different than this frame, because like maybe I'll have this frame completed by next Sunday, and then we're going to be on to something different. So it's been a long while working on this, but we'll see where we are next Sunday. Thank you very much, Big Shark, for the $2 tip, and I will see you guys next Sunday. See you around.